Right. Apparently I'm streaming. Streaming now. Streaming health. Green. No, don't continue that one. Because I didn't get very far. Apparently I'm live. Am I live? Who knows? How do I Oh, that's not me. No, that was me. Yes, I'm back. As in the description. And I'll go to chats. Chats. There we go. Not that anyone says anything. Push run button. This is Zero Wing. Hello? Are you going to look? Yeah. We'll play that in a minute. Ooh, that as well. Ooh, and that. Anyway. Pew-pews. Three red pew-pews. Oh, blue pew-pews. No, I don't want blue pew-pews, do I? I like the green. It was like a hooligan green. It was like, ooh. I'm going to go to green. And what's that do? Do you know what I thought was the bottom bit and not the top bit? Oh, the middle bit, I mean. Try again. Oh, I did that last time, didn't I? Right. Go to the top. Kill everything first. That doesn't work either. What am I doing? Try again. How about... That's one way of doing it. The blue pew-pews are better than the red ones, I think. Now, because the options are so very similar to the... to your ship, I think I'm not one of the... See, when a bullet comes, I'm what is that? Nice. So concentrate on the middle one, on the middle one, on the middle one. Whoa. No, I want to get into the green one. Oh, big wings. Don't shoot. I'll have to watch gameplay of this and see how to utilise the Ravenous ships better. We don't want reds. I think we'll stick with greens. So far we can go with the greens. Whoa, what's going on? Is that thing in a cage? Pissing on it. Oh, I forgot which one it was. I thought it was the bottom option. Do I continue from the beginning of the level or where I died? Let's find out. Beginning of the level! Okay, level. There we go. Well, let's go for just reds this time. So, I like the greens. Greens. No, come on, blue. Green. What's that? Faster. You see the reds? The reds can't get those. Let's do that. Yeah, it's not bad, so I can get on the bottom now. Right, so I'm in the middle. Remember that's in the middle. Good luck, oh, good luck. I don't know how many times you can upgrade. You done? Yep. Oh, you can still shoot with one of them. What was that? That was the smart one. There's another red. Concentrating dodge everything at the moment, just using bullets on the screen to shoot out stuff. Blue, go on blue. I've got this bomb thing. So I think I'll use on this guy. Hey. Oh shit. Red? No. It's a green. This is on the Mega Drive, isn't it? I just thought that. Mega Drive version was lots of money nowadays. Well, relatively a lot, but don't make it a £10 game anymore. That must be. Red? Yes. Oh, nothing, because you only got 2 upgrades, is it? I'm straight in between the I'm straight in between the options of my ship. Oh my God. I'm the middle one. That's easy enough. Yeah, it is on the Mega Drive. Hello. How are you? Not seen you for a while. I just noticed that turned. I'm doing alright with these bullets, I think I can keep all of them. Nay bad. Good, good, good. Does that speed up? I don't upgrade my weapons anymore. I don't want to change them because I don't want to go to like a shitty configuration of like lasers. When I'm killing most of the screen with this, all that is the same light. The bullet hit me with it. The shield took it. I'm keeping that. Oh, I had to do that. I was struggling. I remember I'm the middle ship. I had trouble because I kept. It is actually. It's to be honest. I think most of it is the console. It's the Duo, the PC Engine Duo. The video output it puts out is crystal clear. And what I've got on top of that is basically got a SCART switch, which is multiplying it twice. So one's going to a CRT TV, and the other's going to those OSS open source scan converter, OSSC, which takes the analog signal and turns it into like digital, and that's what's going into the capture card. And to be honest, this console is so clear. It looks almost emulation at times, to be honest. It's got the RGB mod in this PC Engine because it usually puts out components, so composite. And it's got the jailbar fix. One of the games I was going to play is Rainbow Island, and usually jailbars you can see when you've got lots of flat colours on the screen. Ooh, is that it? No sticker. When you get like lots of flat colours on the background, you can see jailbars a lot. But at Rainbow Island, most of the sky is like a medium blue, and it's probably one of the most clearest pictures I've seen. I have never done this before. I don't know what to do. Oh, that didn't open very much. Oh, I think I put this up. No. You idiots! All that, I did that. Yeah, did you get the... Is it the 1.6 or have you got the newer 1.7 or is it the other way around? Is the new one 1.6 or is the new one 1.7? I can't remember. I've got the older one when it had the... before it went to HDMI. I actually got one of the last ones before it went to HDMI. It was just bad timing really because I paid for the older version and I paid for the audio upgrade, and all of a sudden it became standard. So I could have saved me quite a bit of money for one gone for a few months. Whoa. But I got it now. It's like, as you can see, it's fantastic. Whoa. Have you seen that Super System SD3? That's for the PC Engine now. Which is that the add-on at the back of the on the back of the system. And it emulates a CD drive and also emulates like an EverDrive for this thingy slot, keycard slot. Oh right, yeah. So, yeah, 1.6 is the newer one, isn't it? Because I've got the 1.5, but I paid for the audio, which I think was worth it. It ended up costing me about 220 quid, to be honest. Like I said, it kind of peeved me off because literally I got the last batch of the 1.5, and then when 1.6 came out, it came with the audio on it, and I think it brought the price down from like what I paid, like 200 odd quid with the audio on to literally about 160 quid, 170 quid with the audio. I'm tempted, but see when I heard about it, I wanted a PC Engine, and basically what happened was I got some money back from PPI, and I bought the Duo because you can copy CDs and stuff like that. And I mean, there's a lot of CD games I wanted, and literally about 4 hours after I bought that, I saw a video of Gadget UK's showing the Super System SD3. So what I did, I went out and bought myself a little PC Engine or Core Graphics. What I might do is, if I can sell this for about 200 quid, I'll sell it and get the thing on the back of this, because it suits me more, to be honest. But saying that, as you said yourself, the image quality on this is amazing. But it does suit me more for what I want to use the system for. Doing that, I'd love to be able to collect games for this, but how much of them cost now? I haven't got the money. Oh, what the hell do I do? I'm not got the money. To be honest now, I think collecting for games wise, I think I'll only do the Mega Drive, because that's my... It's still affordable for most of the games, and it's also my childhood machine. And I've got no nostalgia towards this. It's just purely that it's just an amazing game. That's a gaming machine. That's why I've got it. I'm going to wit about myself here. Oh no! Use it up. Apparently, the Super System SD3, whatever it's called, the first batch, people were complaining about interference on the video, because obviously it does RGB out the back of it. And apparently it's because I think some like power lines were really close to the video lines. So they reprinted the board so it routes it away. Oh come on, you gotta blow up. I think I'm really screwed here. I forgot you can grab shit. I've really forgotten I can grab shit. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think it's basically, it's just two lines are too close to each other. And they've reprinted the boards. Oh my goodness. So it should make it better. Oh, that's a bad place to be, because they shoot backwards. Ah. How many ships I got left? Yeah, I've got this Core Graphics. I got it with a controller. got about 6 games with it. They're all like no-name games. Actually, one of them is it Blue Spirit? It's like a dragon shoot-em game. That's quite decent actually. But it's very common. I think it's only about £10 anyway. I've got that Volton. And I got about 3 Japanese baseball games which I can't play because I can't understand it. Controller, I got it sent. How much it cost me? I think it cost me 80 quid from Japan. Because I know Gadget UK said that they're really cheap. You can get them for like £40, but that's probably a while ago. I don't think you get anything like that now. I got it from Japan, free shipping. Managed to get in the country without paying tax as well. I don't even the controls are costing like 20 off. So, I'm gonna have one in it now. Oh dear. Not close. Same guys, yes, they do. I do fancy one of them, but about 400 quid. But I've heard there's another one in the works, which will benefit 2 reasons. Because number one, it's literally going to be half the price, maybe even around about the £150 mark instead of the £450 mark. And I believe the memory they're using is a lot quicker, so it's not. I've seen people using the current Neo Geo SD thing, and it's about 3-4 minutes sometimes to actually load a game, depending on the size of the game. But this new one takes about 20-30 seconds. Because of the type of memory it uses. So I'm hanging fire. So another game, that's another system. I think it's an amazing system, the Neo Geo. I think you can probably see it in the background. Can you see it? It's like there on the shelf. So I've got one. I love it. But when I bought it, I resorted myself to playing with those. That was cheeky. Are they going to kill me? Oh no. I resorted myself to be playing those cookie carts where you get like, I think it's the 161 games in one, which is not 161 games at all. It's about 100 games. There's 61 knockoffs. Oh yeah, Street Fighter 2 in the PC and the Never Drive. I've got these trailers. Yeah, I've seen them. The things at the back to make it RGB, because the extension port. Shouldn't be talking and doing that. The extension port at the back. It's got power and RGB and all that going out the back. Yeah, Mark of the Wolf is a really good game actually, isn't it? So I love the idea of having like proper collections and stuff, but the way I think I've not got the room either, to be honest. Kind of a few months ago, I kind of like, you know, this is a 3-bedroom house. The kids are sharing a room because it's the bedroom they've got is Dad the same way. The bedroom they've got is massive. It's probably the biggest room. But I need a room for a computer, and the way the house is laid out, there's just no room for like put a computer in a corner anywhere. And I didn't want to think, right, I'm gonna take over this room with games and stuff. It wasn't really fair, so I'm gonna try and keep the collection, physical collection, as small as possible. It's literally just 2 billy shelves at the moment. So 2 billy shelves of stuff there. All my consoles on. I've got some Commodore Amigas up there. Don't ask me why I've got 3 Commodore Amigas. I have a habit of, when I buy a console, I'm not a person for selling stuff. That was lucky. I'm not one for selling stuff. Can I just stay there? Okay, that was lucky again. Well, stay still. Oh yeah, I could get a garden shed, but to be honest, my garden, where I live, it's mostly clay underneath, so the garden floods very, very easily. Yeah, I could do that, but I think what we want to do is this is our first house, to be honest. We've lived here for now over 10 years. Oh, hello. We lived here for over 10 years. I think what I want to do is basically pay off our credit cards and loans and stuff, and the next 3-4 years look to move and look to get like a 4-bedroomed house or something. But yeah, I could get a shed. I do need a shed, but because I mess around with cars and stuff, like the garage is full of car, so if I got a shed, it'll be full of tools. I love that background. I love those blues. So I think I'm completely underutilising the ability to grab ships. Oh, I just want to grab one. Next chance I get. Red and blue. No, I'm also I think I'm happy with what I've got, because I remember when I first started doing YouTube stuff, I found myself buying stuff for the sake of buying stuff and for the sake of possibly showing it on YouTube. I must say I was quite lucky, because I stopped doing it after about 4 or 5 months. I kind of realised, I thought, why am I doing this? I shouldn't be spending money just to do that, because I'm not going to get money out of it. I remember speaking to a few of the old crowd of YouTubers, and they'd said they'd the same. I remember they used to do pickups all the time. That's what people always used to do, was pickups. But they were just buying stuff for the sake of buying stuff to show it on YouTube. I think I was lucky enough to actually realise that's what I was doing a lot earlier than most. I wasn't paying any attention then. Game over. Let's play something else. Got Castlevania. What does that say? Metaphor Jupiter. No idea what that is. Suburban Man 3. Shadow of the Beast. Rainbow Island. Gradius. Star Parodia. Any recommendations? Or any preference out of those? Let's go back to the menu. So you're not tempted by getting a CD-ROM? Yeah, the other day someone was saying that buying retro and being a retro tuber, it is, to be honest. Like I said, I realised quite early on it was just a massive popularity. I mean, it's just a way of people trying to get popularity or attention. And there's quite a few people who... There's kind of a bit of a clique within YouTube, and it's like, if you didn't like what they said, or if you actually showed any other what do you call it, any other opinion other than what they wanted, oh, they turned on you very quick. I remember there's one, you probably knew who I'm talking about anyway, somebody who does like lots of collecting but doesn't, he probably does playing, but I never seen him play anything. Literally all the videos were just all of them were just pickups. That's all they did. And all they used to do as well is just complain about... What am I trying to do here? No, format. So my screen was on widescreen then. All they used to complain about is when they were out at car boot sales about how people are buying stuff just to put it on eBay. We're ruining it. And I kind of said, what does that say? What did I just do? I've done something. Yeah, he basically saying how people who buy it to put it on YouTube, put it on eBay were ruining it. But then literally 3-4 videos later, they got like a video saying, "Oh, I'm selling all this stuff." I think I made a video. I think it's off 16-Bit Brothers, if you remember them. And I basically said there are people out there. I said I think they're a bit of a hypocrite because they're complaining. Because I just basically, like I said, they were complaining that. They were complaining that these lizards, as they're called, are ruining it because they're just buying everything for the sake of buying it and selling it for profit. Then they're doing the same thing. And I basically called them out, called them a hypocrite. And I think literally 24 hours after that, I lost half my subs. Yeah, I think you do know what I mean, don't you? Hello. Hello, King Arthur. Do you know, I probably do know your proper names, it's just my memory is so terrible. So I know I've spoken to you quite a few times. Both of you actually, quite a few times. But I'm absolutely terrible at names. I do get them after a while. So this is what I was saying about the jailbreak fix. This blue on here is solid as anything. I've never seen such a solid blue on a game. Oh no, I thought I could do it. Hey Tom. Who we on about? I was just talking about how there are certain YouTubers on there who say people who buy games just to sell them on are ruining the hobby, and yet all they ever do is make YouTube videos of stuff they found and stuff they've bought and how they make pride how they've duped some old lady out of £100 game for a tenner, and then literally 3-4 videos later they got a video saying I'm selling all this stuff on eBay. And like I said, I was just saying when I made a video saying I called them out saying you're a bit of a hypocrite for doing that, I literally lost half my subs in a day. Bit of slow down. I have no idea how Taito didn't get sued for What? Oh, you sod! Copyright infringement for the music. No. Jesus Christ. Oh my God! Not saying who it was, Tom, but I think you can have a good guess. It's funny because I was actually making this discussion with somebody else, and he actually then showed me a video of, I think it was like Doncaster Expo, and this person in question actually had a store. Just a great, it's actually a great game on the Amiga, this. So I watched someone called Ms. Mad Lemon, don't know if you know her. She makes a lot of Amiga videos and Commodore 64 videos and stuff like that. And she was playing it, and I basically commented on her. That's really slowing down now. I commented on her video, basically said I don't think there was actually a bad port of this game. So the Commodore 64 one was good. The Amiga one was amazing. This is amazing. Mega Drive is good. Master System is good. The Spectrum version's good. I think it's one of the few games where everyone seems to have got a good port out of it. Does that do anything? And this is where I screw up. Oh, did it? Yeah, with the DS. Was it a remake or was it? Nah! Oh, Jesus Christ. So was the DS, was it a remake or was it just like a port of this one? Did they try to do special things on it or what? Game over. Is Bubble Bobble bad on the DS? Again, that was another game that most people got a good port of. I don't know how to type this in, it doesn't save it. Reimagining. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. So I can understand them putting like older games like this on other systems, but yeah, try to keep it as it is. I think there's a Saturn version with improved graphics, isn't there? But at least you got the old version on it. Do you know what? This is one of the few games I don't think I've ever seen it in the arcades that much. I got to the arcade club in Bury, so I don't live that far away. It's only about 40 minutes away from me, and I don't think I've seen it there. They probably have got it. Either YouTube into the arcade club. New Zealand Story is a game a bit like this. I don't think there's much love for this game in America. It's a very much of a European game. Same with the New Zealand Story. I mean, everyone's got fond memories of New Zealand Story, whether it's the arcade or the home port. But it doesn't seem to be that well known in America. I watched that. Is it John's Arcade video? Because he went to the arcade club and he went through all the machines, and Johnny's got a few hundred arcade machines himself and he knows all about them. And he got to the New Zealand store and he said, "What's that?" And I was like, I'm kind of thinking it's like a classic. How can you not know what it is? Ooh. No! Made him a bloody bridge to come and get me then, didn't I? 100 miles away. It is a bit of a trick, that, isn't it? I'm about 30 miles away. Next it's about 40 minutes. 30 miles, straight line, but it's 4 minutes. It's worth going. I've got a someone who I worked with actually. He only recently found out he's into retro games, and I was kind of like saying, "Alright, what have you got?" I think he's saying he's got like a few things, but then he told me said he's got a full boxed PAL SNES collection. I'm like, what? That's just a start. And he's going down to Arcade Club. He's going, I think he's got lots of mates that are retro collect. And he's going down on Saturday, and Lixi's going down there first thing Saturday morning, and he's staying there until he gets kicked out. You again? I'm avoiding you. Yes. Yeah, it is a shame that you're both quite far away. It is worth it. I took me again. I took another mate who last week. From work. Just met him there, and he was in his element. He was. Yeah, he was in absolute element. He loved it. He couldn't believe all these arcade games. We nearly did Bubble Bobble. We played Bubble Bobble together, but I don't know if it's got some sort of credit limit on the arcade version, because we're happily playing, and then all of a sudden, we just both couldn't continue again. We died, and all of a sudden it went, no, that's it, game over. I'm like, okay, so I don't know whether there's a credit limit. Am I going tomorrow? No, I'm not going tomorrow. I went last week, and the week before. Why are you going tomorrow? Are you part of this retro collect crew that my mate's talking about at work? Oh. You have what in Croydon? Are you going with a group of people, Tom? We have a heart of gaming in Croydon. I think it's good that there's more arcades coming up. It's like I said, it's interesting that you're saying you're going... Alright, okay. Do you know someone called Chi? That's the person I work with. His name's Chi, and he's going with about 4 or 5 retro people. He said there's some people from the north and a few people from the south going. Ah, I know. Okay. Because there's this guy I know called Chi. He's like I said, why am I shooting stairs? Because like I said, he's really in with the retro collect crowd, and that's what he said his crew is. Because he showed me a picture of him and his crew, as he called it. They've all got retro collect tops on. And he said to me that the other day, because he... Hold on. Yeah, he showed me that also that play this year is not at Manchester, is it? It's at London. And this guy Chi I work with, he said, "So are you going?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Don't buy a ticket." He said, "I'll be able to get you in." I'm like, "Ow." Double Dragon 2 in the Super CD. Is there a Double Dragon 2? No, I don't have it now, but I can have it later, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I think I'll go to the the London one. I kept missing the Manchester one, because basically nobody wanted to go with me, and like I said, Manchester's only 20-30 minutes away where it was. I didn't have any excuse not to go, but never got round to it, but now it's in London, isn't it? So I've got to make an effort to go to London. Oh, you sod. Oh, that's not good. I think the water's going to come up. No, 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 no. Ah, do you know what? I jumped and I couldn't move out of the way. Yep, it's a super weird version of... Is it? Why is it weird? Oh my god, I'm slow this now. What I basically did is I looked online to see what the best CD games are for the PC Engine CD. I downloaded probably half a dozen of them. But I don't remember seeing... Well, it wasn't one of the top games, so what's so weird about... What's so weird about it? Single player and totally unique. Oh, okay. So it's single player even if you got the tap thing. Oh, you sod. You sod. Oh my god. Did either of you two go to the Manchester plays? So a lot of these PC Engine CDs games have got cutscenes. Don't walk down them. But like even R-Type's got cutscenes. Oh dear. Oh, is this another boss? Don't remember this one. Oh, I do remember this one, the Commodore. Oh, you sod! I knew I was going to do that. I know I wanted to meet John's Arcade. I'm actually, if you actually look at the video when he's at the arcade club. Oh yeah, you commented, didn't you? You commented, commented, oh my god, commented. So I put on a comment saying, there's me, at like 12 minutes and something. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. If you keep pressing jump, you can actually jump in your rainbows. You want to crash? Come on down here. Come on down here, come on. No, that didn't work. Yeah, remember you replying to me, yeah. Yeah, we just, that was the day, that was one of the days. He came back in, it was August or something, October, wasn't it, when he went? You'd only recently put the video up. So, it took his time. I was actually speaking to Andy, the owner of Arcade Club. I said, what's the plans next? And apparently he's got the first floor, and they're going to make it Japanese only machines. So he's getting a load of machines imported from Japan, which should be interesting. It's going to be interesting. That was a bad idea. Why did I do that? The music's gone a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know what cabs are going to get, but he said, yeah, it's going to be Japanese only. He's getting loads of stuff from Japan in. So I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be stuff like Street Fighter. It's obviously going to be like those, is it Pachinko machines? Is that what they have? Those ball ones? I have no idea what they're for. To be honest, when we went to Arcade Club, the most fun that we had was on the extra floor you got. The table flipping game. I don't know if either of you played that. It's just a stupid game, but if you got a few of your mates, you had a few drinks. You know, it's gonna you have more fun with that than you are going to like Street Fighter or something. See, because I've gone to arcade quite a few times, I don't play the same ones over and over. I mean, I did when I first went, but that's when I said like try playing other games as well, actually, and I think I probably enjoyed it more. Yeah, about the elevators. Yeah, they changed, health and safety changed, or the building changed, or even the law changed. That basically meant they couldn't get the big cabs upstairs anymore. But about 6 months ago, again, I was talking to the people who worked. How did he die? Why did he die? I touched him. Anyway, yeah. And basically said they've got the first floor, just waiting for people to move out. And the ground floor as well. He said as the smaller businesses move out, so we're just purchasing their lease. So I don't mean it might not be too long before we got the whole building. Apparently the first floor is going to be the Japanese machines. It's also going to be an esports arena. So that could be good for them. I think not too long ago as well, the had the regional Tekken 7 championship there, or regional, yeah, regional like heats. Is it Namco makes Tekken? Because apparently Tekken wasn't even out at the time, and people from Namco actually came down with copies of Tekken to put in to play before it was even released. Game over. One more game, I think. So I have the staple games as well. Every time I go, there are games that I always play. I love Street Fighter 3. Just because it's one of those ones that I've always, obviously everyone likes Street Fighter, but there was a time when I didn't really play console games. I was playing mostly PC games, and I was kind of thinking like, what's happened to Street Fighter? I've not heard about it for a very long time. And then I looked, and there's like Street Fighter 3 for the Xbox, original Xbox, so I got that. And I thought it was absolutely brilliant, so I love that. And I'm just trying to find a good game. So I always play Street Fighter 3 when I go. I always have a quick go of R-Type now, because I've gotten quite good at it. Since playing it on the PC Engine, I've actually got quite good at it. I can probably get just as far on the arcade as I can on the PC Engine. Only play the same old games, yeah. Go on the other month. Do you know what? I don't know when's the last time you went, but upstairs, the top where the classic arcade machines are. Obviously, we got like the bar area or the cafe area. What they've done, they've blocked half of it off and put PC games there. I'm talking about old PCs, and it made it a bit too cramped. It made it very cramped, to be honest, because they've got them so your kids can play Minecraft. And when I took my kids, I thought, I'm not sending you away here spending all this money so you can play Minecraft. And to me, it's kind of ruined it a bit upstairs. So not the gaming bit, but like the bit where you can actually chill out and have a drink and have a beer and have a pie or whatever. It's kind of got ruined because it's really, really cramped now. And I went, like I said, I've been a few times. And I've been times where they've turned people away because they're so full. And there just does seem to be a group of people who just go there just to drink now. So I went there was a group of like 6 or 7 adults getting pissed, literally about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So now I'm trying to play games with my kids. Frowned a bit then, but yeah. No, I've not seen that Atari Pong at all. Hello Street Fighter 2. Need to give more time, yeah. Other plays, Least 2000, Ghosts and Goblins, yeah. I love Ridge Racer. I remember the bowling alley near me, the Ridge Racer used to... Is it Ridge Racer? Used to have a car. Used to sit in a car and it was projected on the big screen. I don't know if that's Ridge Racer or not. I think it was. Street Fighter collection. See, I've got Street Fighter so many times. I've got the Street Fighter 3 on the Xbox, which is absolutely superb. And it's got Street Fighter 2 on it. I don't think I need it any more times. And I've got Street Fighter 2 in the Mega Drive as well. Oh, is this what I put in? I thought I put something else in. Well, I'm going to get very fair on this. Ridge Racer full scale. I still played it at Skegness. Oh right, they've still got another one. Still got it at Blackpool. I've not been Blackpool for years. Every time I go Blackpool, I went Blackpool. It was off season. It was probably like getting towards winter when I went. So me and my wife just said one day before we had kids, so like we should just go do something. Yeah, you bastard, jump over that bit. And we decided to go to Blackpool, and we just got hampered by those people trying to scam the money off you, like, play this game, do you think I can add up this quickly? But yeah, you can, because you've done it for 20 years. Street Fighter 2 Turbo Online. Can you play it Turbo Online, the Street Fighter collection? I don't know where to go. I always fudge my way through this level. This music is absolutely brilliant. I love this music. I don't know where to go. This way. They're coming a lot quicker than the Amiga version. It feels more like a game of Kung Fu Master at times this bit. You're off. At least the hit detection is a bit more in your favour than the see what I mean? It's more like a game of I'll just take the ears. The arrangement of the song is absolutely brilliant. I love this one. I don't know if they got PC, got a release of number 2. I'm going the right way. I'm going the right way. What I liked about the PC Engine is where you had the Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo, they were kind of battling it out for what, like games, and getting the rights to games and stuff like that, and put their own spin on it. And what I liked about the PC Engine was it seemed to get releases which were more akin to what you get on home computers. Things like it got R-Type properly, and you got like Gradius, and then got Gradius 2, and we get like Shadow of the Beast that'll get Rainbow Island, and that's more the type of game you get on home computers, and not so much Nintendo or Sega. Even though they did get some of them, they didn't get all of them. Now this is where I get stuck now. I have no idea where to go. That's ridiculous. Oh, poison payload. So I'll ask my mate at work tomorrow, Chi. Like I said, he's gone with a load of retro to collect people on Saturday. So even though you probably don't know him, he's probably going to be there. You'll know him because he's the most Yorkshire Chinese person you'll ever know. Where we work is we work on like projects and stuff. So I get emails with them lots of times and stuff like that, asking for stuff like that. Ooh, food. So obviously with a name like Chi, I thought it would be like Chinese, but I didn't expect him to be the most Yorkshire person ever. Now I've got to be careful because I think there's a ladder down here somewhere. Oh, it's just to walk through sometimes. There's a ladder down here somewhere, which gets cut off. Just walk through. And it's like a point of no return. And I think I need to find stuff before that. These scores come back. Strength. Do either you two know where to go? Fly drop into. I think this is the ladder that. Rockets. I always got confused about this game because it's kind of like a medieval look, and obviously you've got beasts and stuff. Then you have like rockets in a cave, and he gets a jetpack in the end, doesn't he? Towards the end of level 4. Where am I going? What does that do? Do you know what, this is a lot easier than the Amiga version. A lot easier. Where do we go? Up there. Because I've got a common Amiga, I've got a 500, a 600 and a 1200. And so I've played it on the Amiga 1200. I'd say this is better, just because the controls are better. It's got nothing to do with it's got a jump button, as well as a place I'm just going to walk through. Ooh! No, I might have done that level before. I think it's this one I can't get past. Yeah, I think this is actually easier than the Amiga version, just because the controls are a lot more responsive, and the hit detection is way better. Yeah, I think it was a great tech demo. I think it's one of those games where people get blinded by the nostalgia of it, and it was amazing when it came out. The parallax scrolling was amazing. The music was amazing. The gameplay was okay. So when you take those rose-tinted glasses off and play it, and you actually find out the gameplay is actually quite poor. I think I'm going to go this way. Oh, shit. It's just a simple thing. Turning around's a lot quicker on the PC Engine. Oh, I've got to punch him over. Just turning around's a lot quicker. Oh, so many cheap hits in this, isn't there? So you can turn around it a lot quicker, but in the Amiga, you literally got to preempt the things coming behind you. Much longer. Oh. I don't know, is it? There's like no consistency in there. Whose hands are those? Whose massive hands? What are those trumpets? Why are those dragons dropping bombs? Well, who's shooting those missiles? I mean, it's just... And you got to fleet with a club. I have the Amiga 500, a 1200 and a CD32, very nice. With a Duff Laser. Okay, another one with a Duff Laser. I do love the Amiga version, I still remember how it transformed me into a world. Yeah, I mean, like you said, it is obviously when... So I don't think, like, things like my kids now and kids of another generation, well, the next generation, shall we say, I don't think they realise how much of a jump things like Shadow of the Beast was over the games and other consoles, and even how important an arcade machine was. That it's imagine like you're playing Xbox One at home, and then you go to the arcade and everything is almost photo perfect and like 8K. That's the difference between what we was getting at home and what we get in the arcade. And then you get something like Shadow of the Beast comes along and it's like, oh my god, I'm not gonna laugh. There we go. Then you get... Oh, go on and continue. Then you get like Shadow of the Beast, which is a... You think about it, the Amiga came out at the time that the NES was in its prime. Ooh, don't like going down there because it's a proper drop. Can't get back up. So when you had like games like this at the Nintendo, and then you saw me a game like Shadow of the Beast, I mean, the difference was night and day. Okay, that was a waste. I can't get up there. Can I go anywhere else? So I've got all three Amigas, well, I say all three, I've got a 500, a 600 and a 1200. And it's basically because my mate, who was really into Amigas, he actually came round a few weeks ago and he said people used to give him Amigas because he knew he liked them. And he used to just clean them up, make sure they worked and give them away. So he gave me a 500 a couple of years back and I started playing it. Then I realised it's going to be really hard to get games onto it. So I got an Amiga 600. Oh yeah, this is a bit I can't do. Game over. I got Amiga 600 because I learned about, obviously, the FC cards. And that worked for a while, but then I realised I needed more memory, so I ended up getting a 1200 because it was actually cheaper at the time to get a 1200. I think I got my 1200 for 80 quid. I think now they're like 250, 300 quid. And again, I got my 600 for 40 quid. And again, now I think they're a few hundred quid now. Wish I could punch axes as well. One last thing, I think. That was just took out. Tell you what. I think I saw it here. Do that. If it works. Doo-doo-doo. Telly's gone to widescreen again. Even though it's not a widescreen telly. Didn't bother the 1200, my friend had one. I've got a WHD load set up. And that's why I went from the 600 to the 1200, because even if games uses 1 meg of RAM, you needed 1 meg free, and by the time you loaded Workbench and WHD load, you're underneath the required memory. And at the time it was actually cheaper to get a 1200 than get a memory expansion. But now I can play most. I can't play AGA games because they need 2 meg. Again, once you've loaded up your Workbench, you need more memory. It is good. Like, you just press button, off you go. And I've played this a few times now, so I've got Pooh. Let's play Pooh. So I'm going to do the first one. Name entry. Yeah, let's do that one. There's whatever. I'm just going to start again because I can do the first bit. Okay. WHD load is actually now free. It used to be licensed, but it's now free. What do the scan lines look like on this? On the stream? Really? Is the quality that bad? Alright. That's alright. The scan lines look brilliant on the telly here, but obviously they don't look very good when you're streaming, so... Oh, that's too many scan lines. Put them down a bit. Yes, that does open up a lot more for the 500, doesn't it? Because I was really restricted with the 500 to games that I had. That's the reason I got the 600. Because even with I couldn't use WHD load that well, I could use the ADF to disk. Just boot up to thingy, ADF to disk, put the floppy disk in, and load it from the floppy disk. But again, these accelerator cards I'm in at the moment, they're still quite expensive, aren't they? What's the Amiga one that's got the HDMI output? Is that the Vampire board, or is that another board? I've never actually played a Castlevania until I played this. I never knew what the hype was, and must admit it is very good. I'm not good at this, so I'll probably die. I have died on this epilogue before. I think all you gotta do is shoot the big lion head thing that shoots at you. I'm gonna hit him? I don't think I have. Oh, bastard. I've actually converted this to English. because I think the DS version or something, they re-releasing the DS version, was in English, and people have actually extracted the sound files from that and give you the sound files and a patch file to actually patch it, and you can actually then play it in English. I think some bits are in German, but it's got English subtitles and the rest of it is in English. See, I didn't realise when I was every time I watched people playing this, I thought all these hearts that people are picking up were energy, and I'm kind of thinking like, you're getting energy all the time, how can you die on this? Then I realised the hearts are actually... Oh, he throws it downstairs, doesn't he? The hearts are yeah, your second weapon. Candlestick floating in nothing there. Oh, you son of a gun. It always gets me, that one. There's actually a hidden other boss in this. I can never do it. Was it the PSP version they got it from? Vampire 2 for HDMI. Is this the translation? No, this is the normal one. I have got a copy of the translation somewhere. I did translate it and convert it and everything, but I can't find that disc. I've still got the ISO somewhere to burn it again. Come on. Ooh. That's the first time that's ever touched me, that. Audrey 2. Oh, you son of... Yeah, plenty of them. Oh, they bounce off the wall, did it? Did we get anything from it? No. Vampire Kiss on this SNES, a slightly dumbed down version of this, alright. So I've got a Super Nintendo, but again, because I've got absolutely no nostalgic attachment to it, I'm kind of finding it hard to pick it up. But do you know, everyone's played like Mario Kart and Pilot Wings. I've had good fun with them. But I'm kind of like struggling to motivate myself. So I've never even played Mario. Would you believe I've never played Mario? Then I should really get... Is it Mario All-Stars? Because I've heard it's a good game. Oh, it is a good game, don't it? It's a classic game, isn't it? I think... Oh no. Oh, what's that do? Oh, okay, change now. Oh, you sod. So I need to get my finger out. There's a little shop near me. There's a little independent game shop, and he sells a few retro games and stuff. And he gets in stuff like... I'm probably more interested in the games like Super Tennis. This is where I die. When he spins around. Oh, you sod. Yeah, I ain't gonna win this, am I? What? Oh, okay. Do you know what, I was, there's a retro shop called Rewind, which was near Preston. He's not there anymore. What does that do? I'll use that one, I think. He'd have some games in there. Oh, you idiots. I used to go down literally once a month and I was looking at. Again, I was never really into. I never played Super Nintendo or Nintendo, so I never really played a Castlevania game. And he had Castlevania Bloodlines. Is it called Bloodlines on the Mega Drive? He had it there, and I was looking at it thinking, shall I get it? I thought, do you know what? I've only got like 30 quid to spare the stuff. And he wanted 20 quid for it. He wanted 20 quid for it, and I thought, is it any good? The thing is, I don't want to stand there and look at my phone to see if it was a good game or not. What I did, I went home and realised it was a good game. I realised it was selling for like 60 quid at the time. And I shot back to see if it was there, and somebody had it. Because he was selling it for 20 quid. Oh, you sod. How do I not get it? Just got to walk along there? Oh, bollocks. I'm inside it again, aren't I? Oh, right, I thought I had the cross. Yeah. Right, okay. Oh, I'm not going to do that. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Oh, right. Yeah, Super Tennis is fun. My favourite game on SNES was Smashing Tennis. Alright, I'll look at that one up. Is that an expensive one, do you know, or is it still affordable? Yeah, no, the Bloodlines, yeah. When I missed out on that, I thought, oh. Right, I'm gonna go for this setup this time. Yes, I've heard Bloodlines is actually a good version. It's only recently when I looked into it, people have actually said, well, I've seen people say it's probably the best 16-bit one. I've never played it in the Super Nintendo one, so I couldn't really comment on that, but certainly bodes well if people say it's the best 16-bit. But people say this is the best one before. Oh, what's the thingy one? PlayStation one, Symphony of the Night, is it? Oh my god, I'm not got hit yet. Yes, I've heard that this is probably the best one since Symphony of the Night, or besides Symphony of the Night. I think I'm just going to jump over them next time. Ah, wrong way. Oh. At least I'm missing him this time. Oh. Do you know what I'm going to do? Hey, mate. MJ, how are you? Do you know what I think I'm going to do? Because, like I said before, my Mega Drive is probably the most nostalgic machine after my Commodore 64 that I want to collect for. All the other ones I'm happy doing EverDrives and emulation, not emulation, EverDrives and whatever to get the games. I think on my Mega Drive, I'm thinking literally going to go out and get as many of these games that are still going for like 5-10 quid. Oh, I missed out on all them. Because they're going up. One of my favourite games which I've still got is Shadow Dancer. I got it, I think I got it for like 15 quid, literally back in the day when it came out. because it didn't. I don't know if it didn't sell very well. It wasn't that popular. And probably 3-4 years ago I looked, and again it was still selling for 10 quid. And recently I looked again, and 30 quid now for the game. So this is a game like literally 2-3 years ago was selling for a tenner. Oh, got him. Oh, don't get it again, just get it once. So I think what I'm going to do is find the good games, which are... I don't know what to do with that. The good games which are going cheap, I'm just going to stock up on them. Just put a budget of like 20-30 quid a month. Oh my god, No. Is he gonna... Ah, maybe that's what you gotta do, stand right underneath him. I think, Mark, as well, I think a lot of games, if you're missing the opportunity now. The opportunities are going. So I think for collecting for EverDrive, like I've got Super Nintendo, I'll EverDrive that. I've got the PC Engine. I think I'm going to get the slot thing at the back of it, so it's going to emulate all the drive. Got a Dreamcast, I can copy those games. Got Sega Saturn. I've got the games I like, but I've seen SD card slot things that you can use. I think I'll wait until they improve before I get one. Like I said, I think the only thing that I really enjoyed collecting for was the Sega Mega Drive. I think I've got about 40... No, I've got about 50 games now. And at the moment they're cheap enough to get. So I think I'll collect for that, but nothing else. And like, I've got Commodore Amigas. I think they're WHD loads. I've only got one proper game. That was... what's it called? What's it called? Project X. That's the only proper Amiga game I've got, actually. And the thingy don't work. Disc 1 doesn't work anymore. I put my phone on top of it, and Disc 1 doesn't work anymore. Pain in the ass. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there. Thanks for joining me, guys. I really do appreciate it. Otherwise, I'm just sat here talking to myself, and my wife thinks, "What are you doing?" So, thanks for joining us. Thanks for the chat. Really enjoyed it. And good night. And I hope to see you soon. See you later.